Gooseworx recently answered a fan question on Tumblr about episode 9 with one sentence that hit harder than the entire trailer: "Only strong Jax fans will survive this show." The creator of the series is openly warning the audience that the finale will be emotionally brutal enough to psychologically break part of the viewership, and she's giving that warning 10 weeks in advance. Every previous TADC trailer dropped 1 or 2 weeks before the episode, and this one dropped at 10, as if Gooseworx is deliberately giving fans the maximum runway to brace themselves. I watched the episode 9 trailer 4 times in a row. After the 4th watch, I closed my laptop and just sat there for about 10 minutes. I want to walk you through what specifically broke me, because I rarely react this way to animation, and if you're worried about spoilers, this breakdown is safe. There's no plot revealed in the trailer, and that trailer is the scariest thing Gooseworx has ever released. 4 moments from the trailer that hit me ranked from heavy to devastating. First, Pomni cries. For 8 episodes, Pomni has panicked, screamed, frozen, lost her mind in various ways, but her tears were always animated as cartoon droplets, a comedic effect. In the episode 9 trailer, she cries silently, no cartoon filter, just a face with actual tears running down it and the look of someone who just understood something terrible. This matters structurally. The entire series is built on the contrast between bright animation and adult horror, and that contrast has been the viewer's safety net. We could watch horrible things and laugh because the form softened the content. The trailer removes the safety net. The form matches the content now. Gooseworx only strips away that protection when she knows she doesn't need it anymore, which means the comedy is done. Second, Jax. The guy who spent 8 episodes as a cynical troll with a permanent smirk is now having what looks like a sustained panic attack with flashbacks. This isn't the brief breakdown from episode 8. This is Jax actually falling apart on screen. Gooseworx called him irredeemable and said he'd only get worse. The trailer shows us what worse actually means, and it isn't meaner, it's him shattering in real time. And here's the detail that made me stop the video. There's a scene where Pomni stands in darkness and quietly asks, "Jax?" The voice someone uses when they're not sure the other person is still conscious. In context with everything else, it reads one way. Jax is starting to abstract, and Pomni knows it. Now remember who used to hold this role in the series: the person who talked newcomers off the ledge, who held the group together, who called people by their names to keep them anchored. Ragatha. Pomni has taken Ragatha's place. The scared newcomer from episode 1 is now the one sitting with a breaking friend in the dark, saying his name to keep him from slipping away. That's one of the strongest emotional inversions I've seen in animation in years, and they fit it into a trailer shot that lasts maybe 3 seconds. Third, Ragatha is gone. There's a frame where she completely loses it. The emotional anchor of the group has no anchor of her own left. Episode 6 revealed she was emotionally abused by her mother, and her relentless kindness in the circus was a coping mechanism. She survived by taking care of other people. The trailer shows that mechanism breaking. If the person who held everyone together can't hold herself together, the group stops being a group. It becomes 6 people drowning separately in the same dark room. Fourth, and this one is the most subtle, Gangle is wearing her old plastic mask from episode 3. Fans on Reddit spotted this, and it's the nail in the coffin for me. In episode 3, Gangle was forced to wear a fake plastic mask with a painted-on smile because her real comedy mask had shattered in the pilot. That plastic mask symbolized her inability to smile for real. Kane was making her perform happiness while she was empty inside. By episode 4, she got a real mask back and stopped wearing the plastic one. In the episode 9 trailer, she's wearing it again. Kane is gone. Nobody's forcing her, which means she put it on herself, voluntarily returning to the darkest version of her circus existence because, at least back then, she had a role to play. That isn't character regression, that's character disintegration. Same with Zubul. Fans caught that Zubul is wearing the exact body parts from the pilot. For 8 episodes, Zubul has swapped parts every single day as a coping mechanism for body dysmorphia. In the trailer, they're back to the starting configuration, which means they've stopped coping entirely. The dysmorphia loop has collapsed into a frozen state because there's nothing left driving it. Put it all together. Pomni crying for real, Jax fragmenting with flashbacks, and maybe abstracting. Ragatha losing the anchor role she built her entire personality around. Gangle voluntarily crawling back into her old suffering because it was a familiar shape. Zubul frozen in the starting position from day one. 6 people, each at their own separate point of collapse, in a world with no God left to hold them together. And above all of that, Gooseworx's quote, "Only strong Jax fans will survive this show." One more thing before I wrap this up, because it's been bothering me since the second watch. The color palette of the trailer is wrong. Digital Circus has always leaned on saturated reds, pinks, and yellows, the visual signature of a kid's toy commercial hiding a horror show underneath. This trailer drains most of that out. The shots are darker, the saturation is lower, and several scenes sit in outright shadow with characters barely lit. That isn't just mood setting. That's Gooseworx telling us Kane's deletion didn't just remove the ringmaster, it removed the aesthetic itself. The circus ran on his creative output. Without him, even the colors are dying. The world the characters are now stuck in isn't the world they spent 8 episodes in. It's the corpse of that world cooling. And one detail I keep coming back to. In the trailer, there's a moment where Ribbit, the abstracted frog from earlier in the series, the one Kinger mentioned as the first abstraction before Queenie, appears among what looks like stars, alive, intact, not in the cellar. This changes everything we assumed about abstraction, but I'm saving that breakdown for another video because it's a separate rabbit hole, and this one is already emotional enough. Just know that Gooseworx put him in there on purpose, and it isn't for nostalgia. I don't know what happens plot-wise in episode 9. I don't know who makes it out intact and who abstracts. What I do know is this: a trailer is usually the lightest, most hook-friendly cut of a story, edited to pull people in without revealing anything. This trailer shows us 6 people coming apart at the seams and delivers a warning in the creator's own voice. Only the strong will survive. If this is the light version, I'm not ready for the heavy one. Episode 9 drops June 19th. We have 2.5 months to brace. If you're a Jax fan, Gooseworx personally warned you, use the time. If you're a Pomni fan, rewatch the trailer and look at her eyes, then tell me what you see. If you're a Ragatha or Gangle fan, I'm sorry in advance. Drop in the comments which moment from the trailer hit you hardest. And be honest, are you ready for this finale, or are you already starting to wonder if you want to watch it? That's it. See you.